and no one has to know. silence made the pain live long. I claw through shadows in my mind, just to lose what I can find. If I still breathe, then there's a spark somewhere beyond this endless dark. Ashes of me scattered wide, blown by the storm I kept inside. I'm fading slow, can feel the flame, but still I stand without a name. Will I be more than all my pain? Can I be whole and rise again? The fire's low but never gone. I'll crawl through dust to find my dawn. Ashes of me still remain, carried by blood, washed in rain. From shattered soul, a new will grows, a voice returns, a fire shows.
Ginar minanano kembali masuk. Satu nada mainan-mainan merlang dengan cello. Latar belakang pena-enan.
accept my fate. Biting down, I taste the steel. Nothing left that's ever real. Mirror cracks, I see his face. The beast I built has found its place. Feeding the beast, We trade our truth for comfort, our thoughts for algorithm. We think we rule the machine, but the machine rules us. Flames don't ask who's right or wrong. They burn until the soul is gone. I swore revenge would set me free. Now chains of guilt are choking me. Ashes of mercy in my way. Now I just haunt the smoke-filled skies. There is no home, no path, no shore, just endless ash forevermore. Ashes of mercy in my wake. I gave it all, but all I take is pain that echoes in the flame and whispers back a broken still falls inside my head. Each grain a word I left unsaid. I walk in loops that never fade, a ghost beneath the light I made. I see her face through every crack, but time won't ever bring her back. Trapped in the hourglass, drowning in years. Each second could my face.